Hi, my name is Joshua Mackey, and I'm with Geeks of Color. Nicole, how are you?
I'm well. Hi, Josh. I feel like I'm a geek of color. Is that
All
okay?
right, that's totally okay. We welcome you.
Honorary.
Come on in. We welcome you to open arms, okay?
Thank you.
Of course. So it's a pleasure to speak with you today about your new film, Breaking. And let's just jump right into those questions, right? So, aside from the tale of Brian Brown Easley, Breaking deals heavily with the systemic injustices that Black people face in the US. You know, and it does so at various levels. What were your thoughts when you first read the script?
I just thought, what a beautiful way of showing all the different sides of all the people that are a part of this decision and like kind of like you said, some of the systemic problems, but also the humanity, right? Because people are sort of like my character, I play a woman named Estelle Valerie. She's a bank manager, and she's sort of trying to toe the line between her corporate self, her business self, where she knows what is required of her, in her heart, you know, and wanting to advocate for this man in this crazy circumstance. And I just think that you see a lot of that throughout the story. And I haven't seen anything quite like that, where you really feel the humanity and you also feel where like people have to make decisions that don't necessarily align with their full beliefs, you know, or they do.
No, and I love that you talked about that because you really haven't seen something like that. And I feel like a lot of things we haven't seen is the amount of depth that you add to your characters. And so you do so well in all the films and shows that you've been in. And of course, you bring it back with Estelle Valerie. So, which places did you go, both mentally and emotionally, to bring this character's experience to the screen?
I don't know. I think perhaps it was just the fear for your life. I'm like, you know, it's a pretty scary situation. So it's just imagination. Like, what would you do in that circumstance? You know, how would you navigate like saving other people, getting people to safety, and then would you escape? You know, I think the thing that really grounded it was my cast, Selena and John, and Michael and my director Abby. Honestly, keeping us in the world, kind of building it like theater, if that makes sense. So we're all constantly keeping the story alive and the world alive, and then you have no choice but to sort of do the best work that you can and to work off of one another. But thank you for saying that first part about bringing depth to things. But honestly, I was just blessed to work with like incredible people.
Well, we're blessed to have you on screen. So, one last question. What do you hope audiences get out of watching Breaking?
I hope that there's a little bit more of a conversation about what happens to people after they serve, and not just in the military or in armed forces, but also the people that have just served us through these last 3 years of the pandemic, frontline workers, et cetera. You know, there's a good amount of PTSD that we've all, you know, kind of picked up a little bit of baggage and wear and tear. But I just hope that we think a little bit more about like how we care for them. And if we see people that are reacting differently, that there's more compassion. Yeah.
Well, I truly do hope that that compassion definitely comes through. Nicole, thank you so much for speaking with me today for Geeks of Color. Your performance, as well as the rest of your cast members,
Now, can
was
I ask you why
outstanding.
geeks of color? Why geeks of color?
Oh, yeah. So our creator, Dorian, is actually the one who put that on there. It's literally for all Black and brown folks to have a space to just geek out and talk about fandoms, our favorite shows, our favorite movies, books, comics, you name it. We're geeking about it.
I love it. I love it. This is a perfect time. I'm so glad that all this exists now. When I grew up, there wasn't all this. That's exciting. I'm going to look you guys up. I literally will probably
Please.
join.
Oh, please. Again, we welcome you with open arms. Perfect. Thank you so much,
Thank
Nicole. I really appreciate it.